The 2010 eruption of Mount Merapi in Central Java and the 2014 eruption of Mount Kelut in East Java both pose serious threats to the long-term conservation of the Borobudur temple compounds, a World Heritage listed site. These threats were coupled with ongoing concerns from the UNESCO World Heritage Center about the state of the temple's conservation, especially with regards to its stone reliefs. Facing these challenges, UNESCO joined forces with the Indonesian government in calling for international support in order to fund crucial research and conservation actions and to ensure the preservation of the Borobudur temple for future generations. The Federal Republic of Germany generously responded to this challenge, providing UNESCO Office Jakarta with funding for the support of 5 significant projects between the years of 2011 and 2015. For the last 5 years, these projects contributed to the training of key BCO staff in state-of-the-art conservation techniques being implemented at other World Heritage sites, which can then be used and adapted to their work in Borobudur. During the 2015 conservation activities, the Federal Republic of Germany lent its support to UNESCO Office Jakarta for the development of a project entitled Capacity Building for the Conservation of the Borobudur Temple Compounds. Under the framework of this project, UNESCO arranged for 6 German experts to undertake missions at the Borobudur temple compounds in September 2015. During this time, the experts led capacity building activities for the Borobudur Conservation Office staff by way of training them in new analysis techniques and providing new equipment for their laboratory and on-site locations. In terms of techniques, the experts worked together with BCO staff in conducting assessments on the water drainage system and analyzing drainage issues. Working with photographic documentation and hands-on training in documentation systems using Metigo map data digitalization. Identifying stone varieties and mapping deterioration patterns at the temple, identifying weathering and crust impacts on the temple, developing new non-destructive techniques for assessing stone varieties, developing a mortar that can be used for conservation, and identifying, matching, and replacing the missing Buddha statue heads at the Borobudur temple. During the experts' mission at Borobudur, UNESCO collaborated with Ministry of Education and Culture to organize a one-day workshop called the Borobudur Exchange Workshop. This workshop discussed and showcased various conservation techniques through a series of learning and information exchange activities and was attended by representatives from several other heritage conservation offices across Sumatra, Central Java, Yogyakarta, and East Java.
Dengan mengikuti workshop ini, saya lebih memahami teknik konservasi batu, terutama di Borobudur, sehingga dapat diterapkan pada cagar budaya bata dan batu di Jawa Timur.
Ya, proyek ini sangat bermanfaat bagi Balai Konservasi karena kita mendapatkan banyak informasi dari ahlinya secara langsung, sehingga beberapa permasalahan di Candi Borobudur maupun di candi-candi lainnya dapat kita atasi. Dan hal-hal itu adalah teknologi-teknologi baru yang selama ini belum kita kenal, dan ke depan kita akan kembangkan secara terus-menerus sehingga bisa bermanfaat untuk seluruh cagar budaya di Indonesia.
In October 2015, Borobudur hosted the Cultural Words exhibition, which was organized by the German Embassy and the Goethe Institute. During this this exhibition, and in the interest of project visibility and public awareness, UNESCO Office Jakarta collaborated with the Borobudur Conservation Office to exhibit several presentation panels, showcasing the many collaborative efforts that have occurred at the Borobudur in order to conserve and safeguard the temple, including the various capacity building and knowledge exchange activities that were conducted under the framework of the conservation projects funded by the Federal Republic of Germany between 2011 and 2015. The exhibition displayed examples from 13 different projects globally funded by the Federal Republic of Germany. Each project served to highlight the immense amount of cultural heritage that we all share and enjoy worldwide, and as a global community, we should all strive to protect and preserve this heritage. Each project served to highlight the immense amount of cultural heritage that we all share and enjoy worldwide, and as a global community, we should all strive to protect and preserve this heritage. Under the framework of the capacity building project, site training activities were conducted at the Angkor World Heritage Site from 16 to 30 November in Siem Reap, Cambodia, which included site visits, lectures, and in situ practical application training sessions. The training activities were aimed at strengthening the capacity of BCO staff in conservation methods and approaches by way of sharing knowledge in best practices that are currently being implemented at Angkor Wat for the German government-funded conservation project. As a result, the acquired methods and approaches can then be adapted and applied within work being done at Borobudur. 3 conservation staff from the BCO joined this training, as they are responsible for conducting daily conservation work at the Borobudur temple compounds.
I don't know anything new. Research in advance.
Salah satu manfaat yang kita dapatkan di sini adalah bagaimana kita mengaplikasikan mortar ini nantinya di Candi Borobudur dan di situs-situs lainnya di Indonesia.
So after I joined this program, and now I have learned some new information, especially from Borobudur, because usually I work only with sandstone, which is in Cambodia, especially at Angkor Wat, but now I get more information. I have known some type of stone wall, especially like in Indonesia. So the stone almost bought from the igneous stone. So this is the new information that I get from this lecture after this lecture.
Yeah, first of all, they can learn about another World Heritage Site, about the buildings. They learn about the different construction material. Yeah, they learn about conservation of sandstone monuments, and of course they will have also exchange between there will be exchange between the Indonesian colleagues and the Cambodian colleagues. So our Cambodian colleagues have long experience in sandstone conservation, and they can tell them a lot about this, and maybe also learn from the Indonesian colleagues what problems they have at the Borobudur temple or at the other temples, and how they solve these problems.
The head of Borobudur Conservation Office, Mr. Masis Sutoko, also conducted a monitoring visit during the course of training program and joined the activities from the 29th to 30th of November 2015.